Ready for me?
Your 3 minutes, Wayne.
All right. My answer is that you don't need to compromise, you just need to stick with tunnel vision to the issues that work. Now, the Tea Party is stuck with tunnel vision to the issues that work, and they share those same issues with us. They don't share war with us, they don't share legalization of drugs with us, they certainly don't share gay marriage with us. There's quite a few issues they don't share with us, but those issues aren't popular, they're divisive. Either people are against what we believe in, or it's evenly divided. And I stick to the issues that have gotten the Tea Parties more famous, more credibility, more success, and more electability in 1 year than we've gotten by far in 39 years of our history. What are those issues that people agree on? Well, I told you I'm a policy wonk. Here are the polls. More people trust the Tea Party now and give it more credibility than either the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. Why isn't that us? Can I ask you that question? I'll ask you. Why isn't the Libertarian Party that party after 39 years? The majority of Americans say the greatest threat to Americans' freedom is not war, it's not Al-Qaeda, it's not the war on terror, it's not bad guys, it's the U.S. government. We have the issues on our side. A large majority in polls choose the private sector over the public sector. 70% of Americans or more in every poll want to see a decrease in government spending. A majority of Americans now call themselves independents. This is the perfect moment in time for us. As long as we appear rational, as we appear pragmatic, as we appear to be a big tent party, we're not too extreme. We don't chase people away in violent fashion and in vicious fashion because they aren't perfectly pure on every issue. I am going to open this party to millions of people that believe in smaller government and limited government and less spending and less debt and lower taxes and adhere to the Constitution and school choice and economic freedom. And if you agree with me, come on, let's go. You're on my side and we're going to grow this party. If you don't agree with me, go form a debate society somewhere and be pure and fight with yourselves, because that's not our party. We've got to win elections, we got to be a big tent, and we got to bring America in and fight before there's no America left to fight for. That's my answer.
Thank you, Wayne. I'm going to take my chair's privilege and I'm going to ask you a question. And it's to both of you. Right now, the National Party's budget is somewhere in the $1 million range. I wondered if both of you thought that was good, or what you thought our national budget ought to be as the Libertarian Party. If you think it ought to be more, your plans for how you're going to get that money. If you think it should be less, what you think we ought to cut in the services that we provide. And I think, Wayne, it's your turn to go first.
Yeah, I love this question because this plays into my strength. If the party's about debate, it plays into Ernie's strength. If it's about purists and protest, it plays into Ernie's strength. If you really want to grow the party and you want to raise serious money, and you, the candidates of Michigan, want to have a chance at being elected and getting more than 1 to 3% of the vote, I'm your man. And I've done it my whole life. I've grown businesses, not all of them have worked. I'm an entrepreneur, some worked, some failed. But you know what? I've always been able to raise money. I've raised over $50 million in my career. Now, I only put up on my website, I only got permission. It took 3 weeks for PayPal to approve the section of my website to raise money running for Libertarian National Chair. Now, every one of you has ever either run for office as a Libertarian or run a campaign for another person who's run, knows how hard it is, almost impossible, to raise money as a Libertarian candidate. Because, of course, people think you can't win, and if you can't win, they don't want to waste their money on you. It's like writing a check and throwing it in the fireplace. What's the point? They want to write a check to a winner. So we've had that problem for many years. Everyone has. When I ran for president, I raised the most money of any Libertarian by far, other than Bob Barr, who was a 4-term congressman and had a massive list of Republicans to go after. So with no prior list and never being in politics in my life, I raised by far the most money in this party, other than a seasoned politician who'd been in Washington for many, many years. Then I also raised the most money of anyone running for president, including Bob Barr, on the libertarianlp.org website, where they asked us to raise money for the party. I led by a landslide. Just got permission a week and a half ago, well, now it's probably 2.5 weeks ago, to raise money through PayPal, and in 1 week I raised $18,000 for my run for LP National Chair. Keep in mind, I'm not running for Congress or governor or president. It's an intra-party office. Who writes checks for that? Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of people around the country that see me on Fox News and on the radio who are now on my mailing list wrote very big checks, $500 checks, $1,000 checks. One person wrote a $5,000 check. That's what this party needs. Someone who can not do it by himself, but train all of you how to get in the media, how to act in the media, how to win affection from hosts on the radio so you get invited back again and again, and most importantly, how to raise money, how to campaign, how to do all the things you need to do to win an election, and I will be the most active LP national chairman ever who campaigns around the country by your side, and that's why in the last few days, I've gotten endorsements from libertarians, dozens of candidates and state chairmen all over the United States, who all said basically the same words. Wayne Root is the man to get us in the media, to bring us into the mainstream, to raise us money, and to elevate us to a level of the Republicans and the Democrats so we can fight on a fairly equal stage. Maybe not equal, but a fairly equal stage. That's what I plan to do for the party. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hancock?
After the 2004 convention, when they nominated Van Nerick, I've been on the radio for, I'm doing lots of media, okay, we'll just say that. Been on the radio, I knew that Spaceship One was getting ready to launch their first civilian astronaut into space. I go, this is perfect for libertarians. Just had your convention, got your nominee, let's go to the launch. We'll make a big stinking deal out of it. This is what the campaign said. Now, Michael had turned his campaign over to the people that were running it, and this was their argument. We just don't see how we're going to be able to make money going out there in the Mojave Desert. There's no fundraising opportunities. It's in the middle of the desert. We had a place for him to stay. He was going to stay at Dick Body's house. We had RVs for him. We had everything was done. You don't have to do it. You just got to show up. No, don't see how we can make money. For what? For media. What? There's not going to be enough media there? Are you kidding me? There was television cameras from every freaking country on the planet. It was front page of China. I go, you know, I don't understand. Go, let's go. There's not enough science fiction fans in the Libertarian Party. Are you kidding me? So I go, we're going to go. Saturday morning, we started making the signs. We went there, it's big woohoo, 13,000 people out in the middle of the desert. We were on television all over the world, front page all over the place, and the sign that was my favorite that Bert Rattan came, grabbed from me, gave it to the astronaut, standing on top of the spaceship, Spaceship One, Government Zero. You know, and we had other signs, government's lost in space. Get it? Can't hear the government scream in space. We're going to space and government's not invited. We had all kinds of fun with that. And how do you put a dollar amount on that? So I'm going, they're always looking for, we need to collectivize the money. We need to put the money into one place. We need to have a big giant budget for what? To spend other people's money? What I do is I make every effort to make sure that we get big giant bang for our bucks. We get big giant bang for our effort. We get big giant fun. If you're not having fun advocating for freedom, you're doing it wrong. And if you spend all your time trying to raise money just for raising money's sake, it doesn't accomplish anything. But do I raise a lot of money? Freedom's Phoenix, Declare Your Independence radio show, 3 networks I'm on nationally. I got plenty of money. And it comes from those that are now outside of the Libertarian Party that are supporting no compromise libertarianism and looking for somewhere to do it. I want it to be here in this party. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Oh, by the way, there was that Ron Paul Revolution thing to raise a couple of bucks.